Hello, Bookworms. Welcome to the Weekend Readers Book Club. Thank you for joining us. In this episode, we are discussing the 2018 released romance novel, The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. Now, this story evolves around a female named Nicole who is in a relationship, is at a Dodgers baseball game and gets proposed to by her then partner. Not wanting to say yes, she declines the proposal on live TV with the whole crowd and world just staring at her because she declined the very public proposal. Two other spectators at the game, fans at the game, come down and save her and swoop her away from the crowd and the national TV cameras that are trying to capture her emotion at that time. One of those two people is Carlos and his sister Angie. What stems from that chance encounter throughout this whole novel is the relationship that brews between Nicole and Carlos, how they become, say, friends with benefits, are under the understanding that it's nothing serious, to where their relationship grows into something where they potentially both love each other. What I liked about this book was there's a lot of real-world aspects in relation to the relationship between Nicole and Carlos, and also Nicole's friend group, and also Carlos's family. It's intriguing to see and how the book dissects a friends with benefit relationship, and it also captures what happens when one person may have feelings that are stronger than what the other person have, especially when the guidelines of what the relationship is has been set out from the get-go. This book also has a lot of comedy in it. It's a lot of fun, and it's a very easy read to get around because of the selected amount of characters in the group. There's about 8 or 9 characters in total in the book, so it makes it easy, but the focal point for sure is about Nicole, or Nick, and Carlos. What I didn't like about the book was, well, not a lot really. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, the ending is cliche, but the way in which you get to the ending is actually a good thing. And the final scene or chapter in the book, again, is a good thing, even though the ending is cliche, if that makes sense. So I don't believe there is anything that I actually disliked about this book. Now, I did find out that this book, The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory, is book 2 of a 5-book series. However, it can be read separate because book 1, while I believe it does have the character Carlos in it, in book 1, Carlos is not the main character. This is just a continuation of one of the characters in book 1, and he gets his own book, i.e. The Proposal, in book 2. Now, with me enjoying this book, the question is, will this book go on my bookshelf? The answer is no. And this has got nothing to do with the book itself, the writing, the actual story. It's more just my personal taste on what I would perceive myself to actually reread. While this was a great romance book, I have read better romance books, and while I would recommend to anybody who came up to me and said, "Hey, I've got The Proposal, do you recommend that I give it a whirl?" I would say yes, go give it a whirl, because it's a great book to read. Unfortunately for myself, I don't see myself rereading it, and thus I will put in my books and donate it to the book fair for somebody else to pick up and enjoy. Now, don't take my word for it in relation to this book. You too can go out and pick up this book and have a read yourself to make your own decision on whether you like it, enjoy it, dislike it, or keep it and would love to reread it again and again. You can use our links below in our bio to pick up this book via Amazon, be it an audiobook, paperback, or even Kindle, to give it a go and find out yourself if you do enjoy The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. So, as one book closes, another book has to open. It is now time to find out what the Weekend Readers The Next Readers. The Weekend Readers The Next Read is brought to you by Fontytees.com. It's just fonts on tees and more. Visit today at Fontytees.com. Bookworms, we can confirm that the next book for the Weekend Readers Book Club is Top Down by Jim Lehrer. This book I picked up on a whim. The content matter actually seems really interesting, so I'm intrigued to see how this book goes. And it plays on real-world aspects, but in a fictitious novel. So it's going to be interesting to see, and I'm looking forward to reading Jim Lehrer's book. So that there is our review for The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. A very enjoyable book on my behalf, I say. If you wish to engage with us, you can feel free to. We're on Instagram, Weekend Readers Book Club. We're also on YouTube and Spotify, The Weekend Readers. Until next time, thanks again for joining us, and bookworms, happy reading.